Howdy Pilgrims, happy Father's Day. I hope you're ready to talk about Lacan and the Joker. If you don't already know, Lacan is a French psychoanalyst. And the Joker is a comic book character. But I think it's worthy because comic books are American mythology, they're American mythos. And if Lacan was alive today, I feel like he would see the value in putting them under the microscope. So I'd like to share with you this epiphany I had. So Freud had this idea of the mythic father. And if you didn't do the homework, the mythic father is a little bit like the bad guy from Fury Road, if you've ever seen it. And Lacan takes this idea of a mythic father, a father that exists in the mythic past, and the trauma, the collective trauma of which we inherit, and that determines a lot of our behavior. Lacan takes those ideas and expands on them a little bit. Lacan has this idea of the name of the father, and the name of the father, it's not just like a surname or a last name, but it's the name of the father connects someone or something, I guess, to the symbolic order. It's and it not just relates to the symbolic order, but the name of the father instills prohibitions, both good and bad, according to Lacan. So maybe he's full of shit, let's try to prove him wrong, maybe. So yeah, the comic book character, the Joker. And the name of his father, and how he relates to the symbolic order. I'm gonna kind of juggle those ideas for a minute here. So the original kooky cockamamie Joker, just a few examples, like the Cesar Romero Joker, how he comes to be is he falls in a vat of industrial chemicals. Now, what's the name of his father? We don't. He's not a named character before he becomes the Joker. Before he puts on that persona. What could falling into a vat of industrial chemicals represent? Just hold that in the back of your mind. What does that have to do with Jokerification, or the process of becoming, or what people in both in like having dialogues with these characters, as not to put them on a pedestal, but just to talk about them as myth. What are people trying to say, and how are they reacting to these ideas? So Cesar Romero Joker. Who's your daddy? Vat of acid. Move on a little bit to the more familiar, the Heath Ledger Joker. Everyone's favorite. He's the charismatic Joker. This iteration of the Joker was probably the first to talk about his family, or mention specifically a father figure. It's interesting, Lacan, I feel like, would really appreciate the Heath Ledger Joker too, because this character and his name of the father, see, we don't learn his name the Heath Ledger Joker. But the Heath Ledger Joker is defined by not just a scar on his face. He's defined by something symbolic of castration. And at first, the Heath Ledger Joker, I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't, he explains that, oh, my tyrannical father, he was the one who scarred me and, ritualistically castrated me, and that's why I'm so crazy. Ooh. And so the Joker himself, the Heath Ledger Joker, within the narrative, has a mythic father figure who is tyrannical, who should have been overthrown. Thus, that gives us something to relate to, but he takes that back. In the next story, he tells about how he becomes the Joker, how he's Jokerfied. With what, and the Heath Ledger Joker is also significant because his Jokerfication, his makeup, that is a disguise or persona that he puts on, is not something that he can remove. It's a scar. It's there. He can't take it off. And Lacan would appreciate this because the name of the father signifies the prohibitions within for a subject within the symbolic order. So, why don't you just smile more? Let's put a smile on your face, is the projection of the polluted, corrupt father figure. And that name of the father being related to how one functions in the symbolic order. Lacan I feel like would appreciate the Dark Knight. So, Heath Ledger Joker, I got a question for you. Who's your daddy? Moving on. Last one. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which is the most important. It's very significant because it's the most realistic portrayal, the most humanized kind of you can get. Again, trying a comic book for kid character. If you haven't seen it, the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, his character, we not only see him before he's Jokerfied, we don't just hear one or two stories or, legend of being born from a vat of acid or something like that. And again, keep that in mind. What does it mean to be born of industrial calamity? How is that? What kind of name of the father, functional relationship does that give you? How's that word salad? Is that Caesar? Okay. Back to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. The whole tension plot setup of the movie is he's a loser, fucking living with his crazy consuming mother, and he doesn't know the name of his father, and his mother gives him a dubious story that, oh no, your father is the mythic, legendary Thomas Wayne of Goth, who's this big important person. So Joaquin Phoenix, alienated from his real father, has a mythic father And the whole sort of tension of the movie is him becoming alienated and lashing out against who he sees as father figures and parental figures in society. Because he has no name, and because he has no name, he has no relation to other people. And this epiphany came to me when I realized just how meaningful it was, like, that to make that choice. Because if you're gonna make a comic book movie and try to ground it in any kind of reality, it was just a really great choice storytelling wise. Not just because it works on some kind of abstract, obscure French philosophy. No, but because it's the most you can humanize, an unhuman character. So, the question for Joaquin Phoenix of who's your daddy? It's actually pecked with there. It's a big tension plot, and it's the apotheosis of the film is when the Joker character says, "What do you get when you cross a loner with a society that abandoned it?" And what do you get when you cross a loner with a society? A loner, someone without a name, someone without a grounded, functional relationship within the symbolic order. So, if you haven't, go see the Joker movie. If you don't have to like it. You don't have to like any movie. You can enjoy movies that fucking suck, that are trash. If that look up more Lacan if you want to know about desire. But happy Father's Day. Go watch a movie. Go enjoy yourself. Life's short. Fuck it.